This is KNWA Today in HD.
We were notified by the Siloam Springs Hospital of a 5-year-old shooting victim that had been shot in the face.
Now that child could lose his vision as his parents are waking up behind bars this morning. Find out what happened inside this family's home. Plus, a new twist on a local home invasion. Why police say a Springdale father paid someone to set the whole thing up. Fireworks in Fayetteville on sale starting today, but there's some things you'll want to know before starting those celebrations, as KNWA Today starts right now.
Now, from the station proudly serving the Northwest Arkansas community, this is KNWA Today in high definition.
Hey guys, welcome back this morning. It's Friday. I'm Lane Baker.
And I'm Clint Boone. JR is off, but he will be back with us heading into next week.
Yeah, and he's coming back just in time.
More like September than July, if you can believe it.
That's great. Well, happening today, fireworks officially go on sale in 2 Northwest Arkansas towns.
But not everyone is allowed to sell within the city limits.
Channing Barker is live in Fayetteville to explain why. Channing.
Hey, good morning, Lane and Clint. In Fayetteville and in Springdale, vendors can actually start selling their fireworks today, starting this morning. Actually, we went and saw a picture of one of those on MLK in Fayetteville, where you can tell they are ready to sell within those city limits. Now, here's what you need to know about those towns selling fireworks. In Fayetteville, you can start using your sparklers starting on July 1st through the 3rd from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on private property only. Now, fireworks attached to a stick may not be set off within the city limits. And if police do find you setting off your fireworks earlier than you're supposed to, you can be cited with a fine of up to $1,000. Now, in Bentonville and Rogers, you cannot sell within the city limits. However, there is one exception in Bentonville. One vendor was grandfathered in and is allowed to sell fireworks there. There is a punishment in these towns if you are found setting off fireworks before these dates, and you could face public service or a fine of up to $1,000. So just be sure you are within those regulations and those dates when you are wanting to set off your fireworks and have a little fun for the 4th of July. I'm Channing Barker reporting live for KNWA Today. Lane, back to you.
Yeah, everyone gets so excited, Channing. We just have to remember there are those rules because you can get in trouble.
Absolutely. There is a consequence.
All right, thanks, Channing. Well, if you haven't purchased your fireworks yet, you do still have time before the 4th of July, and there are also plenty of celebrations happening across Northwest Arkansas. In Rogers, the sky will light up on July 3rd at Veterans Park. The park will open at 6:30 and fireworks will begin at dusk. And in Fayetteville, the Northwest Arkansas Mall will also have a fireworks display along with a fashion show and live music starting at 2 p.m. For a more complete list of events in our area, check out nwahomepage.com. In other news, all new this morning, the man charged in a crash that killed a Rogers woman has a date with a judge today. It happened earlier this year near the intersection of Viney Grove Road and Bethel Blacktop Road. Police say 21-year-old Samantha Wesson was riding in a car driven by James Barber when the car slid off the road and crashed into a tree. Wesson was pronounced dead at the scene. Barber was taken to the hospital and later arrested. A witness told police he could smell alcohol on Barber's breath at the scene and that he saw Barber drink motor oil while they waited for an ambulance. Barber will appear in court today on a charge of negligent homicide. Also new this morning, neighbors say a West Fork man shot their dogs. Now it's up to a judge to decide whether he'll be punished for the crimes. A warning, the images we're about to show you are a little graphic. Now, these are pictures of one of the reported victims, a dog named Lucy. Police say Michael Parks admitted to shooting Lucy with his air rifle earlier this month because she was on his property. Since then, 2 more neighbors told police Parks also shot their dogs. After investigating, officers charged Parks with 3 counts of animal cruelty. He pleaded not guilty to the most recent charge, and his next court date is August 20th. New information in a Springdale home invasion we first told you about last week. Police now say the stepfather who claimed he was a victim staged the entire thing. It happened at the Lynx Apartments last Friday. Fernando Monteverde told police a masked man showed up to his door with a gun and forced him and his children to get undressed and be zip-tied. But surveillance video tells a very different story, showing him buying zip ties the night before. Officers say he also admitted to paying his friend Joseph Samuel to stage the robbery. Police say the plan was also to have Samuel force one of the children to perform sex acts, but when the teen girl refused to undress, police say Samuel took some money and ran. Monteverde and Samuel both face several charges. And making news around Arkansas, a machete attack that killed 2 Fort Smith men. And this man is charged with capital murder for those crimes. Witnesses say Gregory Kinsey said Satan was within him when he killed Nathan Young and Brandon Prince Wednesday night. Police say it happened on North D Street when the 2 men were drinking beer on a front porch. That's when officers say Kinsey walked by carrying groceries. After a brief conversation, police say Kinsey pulled out a machete and started attacking the men.
I mean, you've got 2 people that have been brutally murdered, basically. I mean, there was quite a bit of blood. I mean, you know, and the injuries were extensive. I mean, this was a machete, and if you're, you know, wailing that machete around, it was pretty gruesome. It really was.
2 children were inside the home at the time of the attacks. Police say Kinsey mentioned the scene played out like a movie to him. Kinsey is now in the Sebastian County Detention Center facing 2 counts of capital murder. Well, coming up, there is a new battle involving same-sex marriage that you'll want to know about. And still ahead, the amendment that one group of Arkansans wants the Attorney General to put on the ballot. And Chick-fil-A chatter about same-sex marriage has the company's president in trouble on Twitter. We'll show you why straight ahead. And of course, Clint will have another look at our weather on the 10s. It's a great forecast you'll definitely want to stick around for. It is 6:39. We'll be right back.
It's one of the most beautiful sights across our entire state. Of course, we're talking about the Buffalo River. We'll show you how volunteer groups have stepped in to help preserve this state treasure. Tuesday and Wednesday at 10 on KNWA Northwest Arkansas News.